Hi guys!
Hello.
So, we wanted to do a video about why do a service mission.
Why do it?
Why? So, we have already documented why we chose to do it and kind of what a service missionary is and what we do. We've been doing a lot of that, but we wanted to do a video about why anyone can do it. And so we made a list.
Here we go.
And we're going to explain.
Reason number 1. Because you still fulfill your desire to be a missionary. Like if you've always wanted to be a missionary, service missionaries are a real thing. You're still a missionary. If teaching didn't work out or doesn't work out for you, this is a way to fulfill your desire to serve.
Mm-hmm. And it's definitely a thing of prayer. Like you need to pray if this is for you, and you work with your leaders and figure out what works best. But God is definitely going to direct you, and we just wanted to share that service missions are an option. They're out there.
For sure. And if you in cases where you came back and then a service mission is presented to you if you came back from a teaching mission, you are not a failure if you continue to serve in this way. Like it relieves those feelings of guilt, even though you should not have those in the beginning, like to start off
Don't feel guilty.
But
Don't feel
this
guilty
can
for
help you
anything.
not feel guilty because you're still serving and you're still giving your all to the Lord.
Mm-hmm. All
Reason
right.
number 2.
Commitment. The commitment you make to serve a mission will give you blessings. Now, obviously the reason why you should be serving a mission is because you love God. But also keep in mind that when you make a commitment to serve God, you need to make sure you fulfill that commitment. Because God, He's a very important person. He loves us very much and He wants to bless us. And He wants us to keep our commitments that we make. So if you made a commitment to serve God, this is a way that you can do that. And obviously, back to the first point, you pray about it and try and figure out what that is. But God will definitely bless you for your sacrifice and the commitment you make. Because we know that service missions are hard to do, just like teaching missions. You can't date, you can't do school, you can't work. And even though you're not leaving your home or anything, it's still a sacrifice. And God is aware of that, and He will bless you for it.
Yep. Okay, reason number 3 to do a service mission is because it's a new program, and so it's like if you choose to do it, you're signing up to be a pioneer in moving forth this program and teaching others about it, even members of the church, and just helping people know, hey, service missionaries, that's a thing. And that's just, really cool. Be the first to start it off.
Yeah. Being a part of something new. That's cool. All right. And the fourth reason, number 4, we have service missions help educate the community not only about our church, but also what missionaries do. Because it's really cool when we go to our service events, we're wearing our tags and people are always like, oh, are you missionaries? And they ask about our church. And so it's really cool because these people in the community get to learn about other people in the community. They get to learn about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and just seeing how the members serve in the community. It's a really great opportunity to educate not just the members, but also community members about, hey, this is our church. This is what we do. We believe in Jesus Christ and in serving others.
Yeah. And to add to that, being a service missionary, you help the church work with organizations that they wouldn't normally be able to work with. For instance, they wouldn't want teaching missionaries to come serve them. We don't want to be taught, but they allow service missionaries in to help. And that way they can learn about the church through our example. So that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely provides teaching opportunities.
Reason number 5, because what she just said, it
Sorry.
creates teaching opportunities. Hey, that was a good segue. Because by our example, and people may have been oh, members of the church. I'm not sure about those people. But when they meet us, oh, you want to help me?
Yeah.
Then it opens their minds and oh, maybe this church isn't so bad. And so if teaching missionaries knock on their door, we help pave the way for them to be accepting of the message.
Yeah, and so a scriptural example, if you guys have heard of the Book of Mormon, there is the sons of Mosiah and Ammon, how he went to the Lamanites to help preach the gospel, But what he did when he went to King Limhi, he didn't say, oh, do you want to read this scripture with me? Do you want to learn about Jesus Christ? He started off with, no, how can I serve you? And so he served the king. He helped by taking care of his animals, his sheep, cut off a ton of arms for it.
That's King Lamoni, right?
Yes, King Lamoni. So it's definitely in the Book of Mormon.
Yeah, that
but
story is like our service missionary story.
Yeah.
I'm in the service missionary.
And the thing is he was able to help convert a lot of people and teach them about Jesus Christ because he was a servant to the king and all those people.
Yeah. So there's that. And reason number 6, our last and final reason.
Personal growth. So I'm sure a lot of people have told you that there's a lot of growth that missionaries experience while out on the mission. When they go out to teach people about the gospel, they learn so much and they mature and they come back almost like a different person, but like a better version of themselves. And that happens the same way for service missions. Even though you may not see it directly because everyone sees you every Sunday, like if we weren't in quarantine. But you still get personal growth. You get to grow spiritually and you get to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Like emotionally and physically, just whatever the obstacle was that brought you to a service mission. You get to grow as you serve. It's really great. And just a personal example of that for me is from a service mission. I was definitely able to overcome my struggle of like just feeling really sad and like a failure and just like, oh, why did I have to deal with anxiety and the MTC? Because I had that purpose every day. I'm like, okay, I know I need to do something today. I need to serve. I need to go to this place. I need to index. Like I had a purpose and a goal for myself that if I didn't have, I would like feel worthless and really sad. So it really helped me grow out of that struggle and work through it.
And I was very similar situation to her as well when I started my service mission as well. There would be days where I just couldn't really get up or do anything because my depression was so bad. But having that goal of going and serving every day was a nice way to get me up and going and know that I did something good that day. And I have definitely grown from that and just knowing that, you know, just do one thing today. And if that one thing is serving another person, that's okay.
Yeah.
So.
And also, sorry, one more thing.
Go ahead.
Personal growth wise, I've just also learned like service to me before was such a limited term. Like I'm like, oh, like only these things count as service. Like, I don't know, I just had like a limited view on it. But now like service is like, I just see opportunities all around me all the time. I'm like, whoa, like that was service. Like, oh my goodness, this is service. I just got like a wider definition of that and it's really cool. And I actually like really get excited for service. Like, I don't know, I'm like, yay, you have something for me to help you with? That's awesome. So it's just really cool. Like, I feel myself growing more like Christ and how, like, I just love to help people. Like, I don't even care who you are or your background. Like, I'm here to help you, and I'm so glad that I can.
Yeah. But hopefully this video helped answer some questions, and hopefully you guys are, like, at least consider doing a service mission.
If that opportunity arises for you,
Yeah.
or if it's what's suggested to you by your church leaders. Because it's a great, great thing to do. And you may say, like, oh, I could volunteer on my own. I don't actually need to be a service missionary. But you would be missing out on a lot of great blessings. And although a service mission isn't for everyone, we know, like, you need to pray about it, see if this is what God would want for you. But would definitely recommend if God answers yes.
All right. Thanks, you guys, for watching. Any comments or questions, put them down below, and we'll try and answer them for you. But thanks. Bye.
Bye.